The month before Christmas, and through every YouTuber's house, not a laptop was quiet, not even the mouse. Brooke McKenna Richards decided to join too, but not just with vlogs, with daily motivational films to hopefully help you.
Merry Christmas, and I hope you had a wonderful day today. Or if you didn't and you're struggling this time of year, I hope you do see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that light could be New Year's for you, and I hope that New Year's is the best year. Oh, I got emotional and out of breath. Alright, starting this out good. But today I'm going to share with you the best present that I have ever received from my parents. And let me just, I'll just empty it real quick. There's nothing in it. Now, I know your subscription feed is going to be filled with tons of what I got for Christmases. I thought that this would be a little more uplifting to show you that that's not what matters. And as much as I love those videos, sometimes it's good to see that you don't need presents, and if you couldn't afford them this year or just didn't want to splurge and you really wanted to save, that's okay too, because the best presents aren't presents. So today's video is actually going to be for my parents. Now, the best present that they have given me has never been a materialistic one. A computer, a phone, a toy, a doll, nothing. There is nothing that I can see that matches to the present that they have given me that matters more than anything. And that is their faith in me. Their faith in my art and myself and my being is something that it's something that you can't ask parents to give you. You can't beg them to give you. If they're not going to give you it, they're not going to give you it. But my parents have always, since I was little, whatever I wanted to be, whoever I wanted to be, was okay. They never once told me, no, you probably shouldn't do that, sweetheart. I went through a period when I was young where I would sing all the time and make them go to concerts, and I know I wasn't the best singer, but they never once told me that. They never once said, you know, maybe you should be quiet, and just said it in, like, of course, a nice way, but they didn't even do that. They let me put on my concerts, they came and watched them all the time, they applauded me, and that is just one instance. Now this year has probably been the biggest form of faith that I've ever seen them put in me. I went full force for my dreams this year. I wrote my novel, and they not once looked at me and thought, oh, she's failing, she's going to fail, this is not something that she can do. They believed in me 100% and would ask me daily, you know, how's it going? Where are you going to take it from here? What are your characters doing right now? And would just ask me real questions about what I was doing and how it was going and how I was doing. And that is the best present I could ever ask from someone. Now, they're not the type of parents to just, you know, give me motivation and inspiration all the time. They do that. But when it comes to me, you know, lagging or not doing what I should be or not doing as much as I could be, they're also ones to, you know, tell me how it is and tell me, you know, you can do this, but you've got to work, and you've got to work hard, and, you know, setting goals. I know when I first started writing my novel, I didn't really have a goal for me. I didn't really know how to start it, and so my mom gave me the goal of, okay, write 400 words per day, and that doesn't seem like a lot, but starting out, that did seem kind of daunting. That's what she gave me, is kind of like a goal to set every day to get myself going, and I ended my book writing 2,000 words per day. So I don't think without that 400 I could have gotten to 2,000 words a day, and I couldn't have written the book. And not only with my art and my novel did they always have faith in me, but they always told me and engraved in my head, especially this year, that happiness is far, far, far more important than money. If you don't have anyone telling you that, I hope you listen and hear it from me. Your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, if you are not on high, happy vibrations or just light, you know, it doesn't have to be all the time, but if you never see the light, look at the situations around you and think of things that you can change. Because if you are at a job you hate right now, or if you're going to school to get a job that you think that you love, but you are so miserable that the light has completely left you, please get out of there. Please. But I had forgotten that this year. When you get older, you see the pressures of money and you think, that's all that life is really about. I have to make money. I have to get a certain amount of money. And it was completely crushing me, and my parents really sat me down again and talked about it and said, you know, if you are not happy, you need to make a change, and that's okay if your money suffers because of that for a while. If this what keeps you alive, you need to do it. You need to change something, because money will not keep you alive. If that's something I've learned and something my parents taught me, is that money is not what keeps you alive. It is your faith, it is your happiness, it is your soul that keeps you alive and keeps you wanting to live, if you know what I mean. Because passion is your purpose. It's not the money you make. It's not the cars and the house that you have. And I don't think that I would know any of that without my parents, who taught me how to be happy, pretty much. How to live a life that I loved. And it's a struggle every day. I mean, something that I learned is that life isn't happy 24/7. But with the right people to guide you and the right mindset, you can get through it. And now another thing that they have always believed in is mental illness. And that's not something that all parents know about or care about or believe in. But from the beginning, they didn't know what quite was wrong with me. I had anxiety, and they really didn't know what that meant. But they didn't let that affect how they raised me, and they didn't use it against me, if you know what I mean. They truly researched more into it and listened to me when I talked to them. And even though they had no idea what I was feeling or what I was talking about, they never looked at me like I was crazy. They never said, "You're acting ridiculous. Just deal with it." And those words can be soul crushing to many. But they never did any of that. My mom and I talk a lot about rejection and how art is all a matter of opinion. And I'm a very artistic soul. I mean, if you watch my videos, you know I love to make short films. I'm very artistic. And art is all a matter of opinion. So rejection is going to come with that, because not everybody's going to have the same opinion. But you have to think of it as, if you don't like something, that's your opinion as well. You're not meaning to reject that person's art. It's just not what you like. And that's another thing that my parents have blessed me with that knowledge. That sometimes people won't like what I make or create, but that's okay. These are all just kind of things that I'm listing off that my parents have given me as far as knowledge and inspiration and mentality, because they never once have given up on me when I wanted to give up on myself, when I couldn't find myself anymore. They never gave up on who I really was, who that they saw within me. So that is the best present my parents have ever given me, is their belief in me, never ending support and love and inspiration, and for always giving me a safe outlet and a safe home to be the person that I wanted to be. So Mom and Dad, if you're watching, thank you for everything. Thank you for making me know that what's in boxes like these, it's much less important than all those things that I've listed. So thank you. I love you. And for any of you out there who don't have people in your life that make you feel that way or understand you, I suggest truly distancing yourself from people that make you feel crazy or unworthy or just sad. Please know that there are people out there that will treat you the way you deserve. Sometimes they're a little harder to find. Sometimes they don't come in the forms that they should, like your parents, your loved ones. Sometimes they don't come in those forms. But there will be people out there that can help you and support you. But don't give up looking. So I know this is a little different than the average what I got for Christmas videos, but I think it was so much more important, and I love my parents so much, and I don't really talk about them or what they've done for me much, so I wanted to do a video on it. And I hope that my mom's not crying right now as she watches, because knowing her, she will be. I love each and every one of you endlessly, and know that this is always a place to come when you need help or love or support. And I have one more video in my 25 days of motivational films, and I'm so sad that's almost over, but one more video coming tomorrow. But don't you worry, I'll be posting so much in the new year. You guys aren't even ready for it. So ready to get to know each and every one of you so much more, and for you to get to know me so much more on a deeper inspirational level, on a, you know, silly story level, on a short film artistic level. I'll let you get back to watching lots of what I got for Christmases in your subscription box. And Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate. Eat lots of cookies for me.